Hey guys, it's Cameron here, and I'm making a video to show my Seeker deck that I've been playing with. It's been a project that I've been working on over break, and, why not? I wanted to show you guys, because it won the tournament out of, 20 people at Realms this Saturday. I was really proud of it. Anyway, yeah, here we go. It's got some cool cards that might surprise you, too. Anyway, for the starter, Glare, I run File, Advanced Party Seeker, and basically it says, when it legions, you put it in the soul and search for Blaster Blade Seeker and call it out, which is good, but it makes me run out of Blaster Blades really fast, so, I mean, we don't really have a better starter for the Seekers, and he can help get rid of an Intercept or something, I guess, when you're Vanguard Legions, so, yeah. Speaking of which, this mat, I won it this Saturday. Yeah, it's cool. And then, grade 3s for Seeker Sacred Wingull, which is the vanilla legion for Seekers, meaning that I don't have to counterblast for it. It's a good backup Vanguard. It says, it legions with Blaster Blade Seeker, like so. Anyway, there's the pile. When this unit legions, you search for a grade 2 or greater Seeker and call it to the rear guard, which would either be Blaster Blade or, 12k hitter or something like that. Something like, yeah, whatever. Grade 2 or greater. And for the final grade 3s, which is the cool part of the deck, just picked up 4 copies this Saturday. We run 4 of Light Source Seeker, Alfred Exiv. Yes, Alfred is back, and he's doing great. His skill is he legions with Blaster Blade, or Blaster Blade Seeker. Yeah, 2 legion units. And during the turn, when he's in legion, I gain 1,000 for each of my Seeker Seeker units, besides him. And then if I have 5 rear guards, he gains a crit. So, with 10k booster behind him, it's 36 to crit every turn if I have a full field, which is crazy big numbers, and Alfred's amazing. Oh, and his other skill is counterblast 2 cards with Seeker, and you search for any Seeker from your deck and call it out to the rear guard, which can help you fill your field for his ability. So yeah, he's pretty great. For moving on to grade 2s, play 4 Blaster Blade Seekers. Blaster Blade is Blaster Blade. Seeker, he has an improved version. Counterblast 1 when he's placed on rear guard, and you can snipe out a grade 2 or higher from your opponent's field. His art only matches my Wingull, not my Alfred. The art doesn't matter, but it'd be cool to have matching art, but, you can only get that in Legion Rare, so, whatever. Blaster Blade is Blaster Blade, the deck revolves around him, so. On 4, and then 4 of the Sarah deck, he says, when this attacks, if you have Vanguard with Seeker in its card name, which all of my units are Seekers, sorry, excuse me. He gains 3,000, so he hits for 12 by himself. So usually, I just throw him in a column like this and go 17. That's only on the rear guard, though. I've seen people try to pull that off on the Vanguard. And then for final grade 2s, 3 copies of Gildas, Crossbow Seeker Gildas. Sorry, Great Crossbow Seeker Gildas, I guess his name was redone. When you're Vanguard Legions, you can counterblast 1 and search for a Seeker and call it out. He helps you fill your field for Alfred, or, if it is Wingull, you can still fill your field, because you need that full field advantage with Royal Paladin. So yeah, 3 of him, because he's pretty good for when you're Vanguard Legions, but after that, he's just sitting there at 9k. Sometimes I use Alfred's Counterblast 2 ability to search for him and call him, and then I do Legion with Blaster Blade, and then I get another unit out. So, sorry for awful video quality. This is on my phone, so. Okay, grade 1s. 4 10k hitters for Seeker. He gains 3,000 when he attacks if you have Vanguard with Seeker in the card name. So, I don't have much to say about that other than early game rush is good. I like rushing down my opponent, because with Alfred, if your opponent's at 3 damage, and all of a sudden Alfred's like 36 to crit, they're just standing there like, what? Yeah, guard or don't guard. If I pull a crit, you die, which is why we run lots of crits too. Speaking of early game rush, we've got the 9k hitter for Seeker. He's interesting. When he attacks Vanguard, he gains 2, so he hits for 9. Again, early game rush is good, so we run him. More grade 1s. 4 perfect guards, because I figured out that against Legion, you have to have a perfect guard in hand, basically. Unless you're playing against, like, Prominence Glare, where it says screw perfect guards, you can't use those. Perfect guards are pretty essential, so I picked up 4, and they've really gone down in price, even though for this deck, like, it's pretty surprising, but I basically didn't pay anything for it. I bought trial decks, and then, like, I got the rest of the stuff from trade that I pulled stuff from. So, you guys that say, you know, oh, I don't have money, so I can't build my deck, you don't have to have money to build your deck. You can just go down to Realms sometime, and it's relatively easy to trade for what you need. They're pretty generous down there. So, yeah, finally, for the last 2 grade 2s, I ran 2 Seeker Rune Eagles. I've been teching this out for different things, like, do I have it here? Yeah, right here. Unicorns or Gringles. These last 2 spaces have been changing a lot, but the 10k booster makes Alfred hit for a lot, 36 to crit, so I've been running that, because they usually can't guard that. So the goal is to hit like a critical trigger while they're sitting at 3 damage. So they have to take the attack from Alfred and take 3 damage. It's pretty hilarious when that happens. Okay, so finally, triggers. I run... Boop. Sorry, I have to do this with one hand because I'm recording with my phone. 8 criticals, because you need criticals to hit for Alfred, with Alfred, for lots of crits. Kill him early, push him early, and then make him guard Alfred. Next is 4 draws. Draw power is good, especially you need cards to fill your field. So, you know, plus, you know, it's good to be able to just throw down a 5k. I was running Margot for draw triggers, but he's not a Seeker, so you can't counterblast him for like Alfred or something like that. So I don't run him now, because he needs Seeker triggers. And then 4 of the Loving heal triggers, the Seeker ones, because you need heal triggers in decks. I see decks that run 16 crit, and I'm like cringing, because they have absolutely no chance of healing off at their 6 damage. Okay, so, switch hands here. Here's usually how it ends up rolling out for me. I'm going to show you how my field usually gets filled with Seekers. I'll be sitting here with, like, Alfred, right? And if I'm lucky, well, I always have file over here. So I'm sitting here with Alfred, and if I'm lucky, I have, like, I don't know, Serdic sitting here. Yeah. And then I'll use Alfred's Counterblast, say like Counterblast 2, and search for this guy. Right? Yeah, yeah. And let's just pretend I have another Counterblast, some Alfred. And then, you know, seek mate, blah blah blah, search for mate, which is Blaster Blade. Again, the art doesn't match because I don't feel like spending $70 on it. And then, you know, skill of Gillis here, I search for, say, Cindric. And then I only have to use one unit to call from my hand. I only have to call one thing from my hand. That's really good, because I still have cards in my hand to guard. And if I feel like it, I can activate File Skill, search for Blaster Blade, and snipe something out. But, yeah. And then Wingull's not bad either. He can set up for Alfred, search for a free unit like that, and then I can Legion with Alfred and do stuff. So, yeah. That's the deck profile. So, yeah, I know it's Christmas break and all, I just wanted to show you guys that, because I hope you guys are still practicing and stuff, because this game is great. And, yeah, I wanted to show you my tournament winning deck. I was really proud of that. Anyway, have a great rest of your Christmas break, and I will see you guys later.